Berlin and Vienna haven't historically been good friends to Poland and its people, having helped Russia carve it up in the late 18th century, making it somewhat dumb. However, during the First World War, both of these governments sought to restore Poland, which raises the question, why? Why would these two try to bring back a country that they helped to destroy just over a century before? So it won't surprise you to know that Germany planned on winning World War I, and it wanted to make sure that Russia could no longer threaten Germany ever again. The current border was extremely long and thus took more men to defend, which was something that the Kaiser and the German military wanted to change. And thus, Germany was left with two options. Either annex a bunch of land to shorten it, which came with the downside of bringing a lot of people into Germany who really didn't want to be in Germany, or to create a buffer state or several. Kaiser Wilhelm II was happy to approve the creation of a Polish state because in the immediate term it allowed Germany to present itself as the liberators of Poland from Russian imperialism. Before any of this could happen, Germany needed to conquer Poland from Russia, which took just under a year. It was at this point that the Germans needed to decide what this new Poland would look like, and they wanted to work with Austria-Hungary to achieve this. Both of these had occupation zones of Russian Poland, and so both wanted to have some oversight of this new nation, which was officially created at the beginning of 1917. So Germany wanted a Poland for several reasons. The first was to act as a buffer state along with Lithuania and Poland to deter any future Russian aggression. The second was it gave Germany a place to deport its Polish population to remove any potential rebellious people from the country. The third reason was that it was a major part of making Germany the leading nation of Europe. This Poland would be a German puppet whose economy, railroads and military would be under the complete control of the German government. It would also use it to undermine Austria-Hungary to the south. If a Poland existed, it would act as a pull to the Poles living in the dual monarchy. Germany hoped that it wouldn't be long until Galicia here would join it, and Vienna was in such a bad position in 1917 that it would have no choice but to agree. You would think that the recreation of a Polish state would be popular amongst the Poles, but fun fact, no. This was because it wasn't just the Germans promising a Polish state. The Entente was doing the same, and unlike the Central Powers, this Poland was to be completely free and importantly would have access to the sea. This distrust of the German offer was well founded, since the actual plan was to annex these lands and settle it with Germans. The new Polish government immediately asked for more autonomy, most of which was rejected. This upset them, especially because Russia had just left the war, and so Polish leaders started to realize that Germany was only going to tighten its grip. There was a short mutiny by the Polish army, which led to the Kaiser replacing the government with a regency council. This council was in charge until Germany started to lose the war, at which point it declared independence and the creation of a truly independent Poland. And thanks to German and Austrian effort, it already had a lot of the infrastructure in place to run it and all of the new territory it would get after the war.